I mean, it's an exciting time for our team, and as I told them, you have to earn your way into this tournament. They don't just give anything to you. So we're excited about being selected, first of all, and then to get to go play at Vanderbilt. We have played there before, so definitely a great challenge going there to win a regional at Vandy, but something that we look forward to every year of trying to get our team to the NCAA tournament, and we've gotten that opportunity, and now we just got to start our preparation to be ready to go up there on Friday.
All righty, we'll go right to questions. If you can, use the raise hand function, and you'll be called on to ask your question. And beginning with Rob McKenzie. Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, Danny, most of the projections had you as a number 2 seed in a regional somewhere in the southeast. Were you surprised to be placed in a regional with a national top 4 seed?
Oh, probably not. I mean, I think this time of year there are a lot of good baseball teams, and I think if you're one of those 16 seeds, you're really good. If you're one of the top 8, you're really good. And so, we knew we were going to be placed somewhere where you have to beat a really, really good baseball team. And, we just happened to be sent to Vanderbilt, and we get a chance to see them play a lot, just all things SEC, and they're an outstanding baseball team, outstanding coach and staff. And so, but they're not the only team, and we don't play them right away. We play Indiana State, who, interestingly enough, we've played them before. They've come in here and played us, and they're an outstanding team as well. And so that's where our focus needs to be.
We'll go down to a question from Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
I'm curious, do you have any thoughts about, it seems like the 2 seeds typically are geographically placed. Do you have any opinion about how that works?
No, I don't sit in any of those meetings, and so I have no idea how they go about selecting them. But I would say this, it seems like if we're hosting, we always have an SEC team in here. And if we're going on the road, we're always going to an SEC team. And that's just that's the neighborhood that we live in. And if geographics is one of the criteria on when they start placing teams, then it's always going to be that way. And but like I said earlier, I mean, there's 64 really good baseball teams, and they're all there for the right reasons. And you got to play well to keep advancing.
We'll go now to a question from Russell Johnson. Go ahead, Russell.
So I know it's kind of really quickly to ask this kind of question right after finding out who you're going to be playing. But have you thought at all about what the pitching matchups might look like this weekend?
No, we'll have to definitely get a lot more information. And that process is going to start pretty quickly, where we'll try to learn as much about each team as we can, and then just try to line it up to make the best decision on how can we go about winning this region.
We'll do another question from Rob.
Danny, you talked about getting ready for Indiana State. Do you put a lot of your staff, Burrell, Ramsey, are they going to be doing a lot of that scouting for you today? And, one maybe checking out the pitching, the other hitting?
100%. I mean, it's the process is probably not a lot different than we go through each and every week when we're getting ready to play an ACC weekend. So, both those guys have really good processes that they use to get information, and we use everybody. I mean, Zeke Pinkham's involved, Kyle Wren is involved, our operations guy is involved, just in gathering as much information and data as we possibly can, and then coming up with, a game plan for each game.
Got time for one or two more. We'll do one from Ken Segura. Go ahead.
Did you get to talk to or get a chance to gauge Justin Henry's reaction to going back to Vanderbilt?
I did not, you know. I mean, we obviously have two guys, Malloy and Huff, that, you know, we're up there. So, you know, it'll be familiar grounds for them, and you know, and that's just the way it is. It's the nature of college baseball. The other thing is the coach at Presbyterian played for Tim Corbin when Tim Corbin was the head coach at Presbyterian. So it's kind of interesting to me, you know, how the NCAA sometimes tries to put those matchups in place, and you know, I think sending Nebraska to Arkansas, I mean, you know, I think the head coach at Nebraska played for the coach at Arkansas when he coached at Nebraska. So, you know, whether they do it for a reason, I don't know, but it just seems like they, you know, they do that sometimes. And I know for me, it's, you know, it's not a lot of fun when you have to coach against somebody that, you know, either you coached or they played for you, or, you know, whatever that little scenario might be. But, you know, it's just, it's the way it is.
All right, Rod, wrap us up.
Danny, naturally, pitching plays a big role in the regional. What's the health of your pitching staff coming out of the ACC tournament?
I think we're in good shape. You know, I think everybody's good, and no surprises. Nobody, you know, down right now, and you know, we'll, you know, we're anticipating that everybody's good to go.
Yeah, when the team heard that they were heading to Vanderbilt, what was the reaction of the team?
It was pretty mellow. We were ready to go, ready to play anybody, anywhere, and ready to take down these guys in Nashville. So no one, not scared, nothing like that, ready to go.
Danny, you have a question for Zach Maxwell?
Zach, I'm curious, do you know much about Vanderbilt at all?
So I was born in Nashville, and I grew up in Nashville for a while. So Vandy's got a pretty storied tradition or storied program up there. So those guys have been good for a lot of years. Tim Corbin's been doing a great job up there with that team. So we just got to go in there, play our baseball, and just, you know, do what we can to win.
I guess for that reason, is it kind of fun for you to go back there to play?
Yeah, it's gonna be a blast to go back up there and kind of have to come full circle and get the opportunity to play in my first collegiate postseason since last year. I got shut down. So,
is that one somewhere where you kind of grew up wanting to play at all, or?
I mean, I wouldn't say I grew up wanting to play there, but definitely wasn't a place I didn't want to play. So.
Go to a question now from Rob.
Is like, how do you feel your pitching has progressed as the year went on, and, you know, how does your arm feel now?
Good. Started out this year coming out of the bullpen, something I haven't really done a lot in my career. So I just had to kind of get used to the role. And so as the year's gone on, throwing more innings, arm's gotten more in shape, and arm feels great, ready to go. Just whenever my number's called, go out there and do what I can to help the team.
Go ahead, Rob.
Coming out of the bullpen, has Coach Burrell placed in a pitch count on you, a number of innings, that type of thing?
Not really. I don't think there's a set pitch count, but I definitely think there's a I don't know how to say it. There's definitely a point where you can hand the ball off to the next guy, especially if you look at matchups and stuff like that. But I don't think if I hit 60 pitches that I got to come out of the game at 61. I think they're just going to let me go until I can't go anymore.
Anything else for Zach Maxwell? Rod, finish us up.
Hey, Zach, you when you're out there, you show a lot of fire, pitch with a lot of energy. Does that get you rolling while you're out there?
Yeah, I love high leverage situations. Anytime I can come in and get a big strikeout or get a big out, and just pitching with adrenaline, pitching with fire is just a great way to play.
Prior to the selection, did you have any thoughts of, hey, maybe I can go back and play up in Vanderbilt in one of the regionals?
I mean, it was definitely a possibility. I wasn't really thinking about it too much. I didn't really think about where we could play. I knew we had a good shot at getting into the tournament. But, you know, I'm happy that it is Nashville. But no, I wasn't really thinking or predicting that we were going to be in Nashville. My prediction was actually going to be Mississippi State or Ole Miss, but ended up being Nashville, so I'm excited.
Next question goes to Ken Segura. Go ahead, Ken.
Kind of in that vein, like when you saw, Georgia Tech pop up in the regional, what was kind of your first reaction?
It was kind of like a full circle moment-ish. It was kind of like a surreal moment, like just knowing that our team is going to be going back to the place where kind of it all started for me and, Chance Hub. So it was a surreal moment. My phone kind of just blew up right when it happened. So it was pretty funny. But yeah, I would say it was a God's will moment, full circle moment. So it was pretty cool. My parents are very excited too.
Your phone lit up. Was it teammates, former teammates, or who was texting you about?
Former teammates, people, obviously who I knew back in Nash, other athletes at Vanderbilt. It was just pretty cool that, I'll potentially be able to get to see them kind of go back to, I guess, where my collegiate career started. So.
We'll go now to a question from Rob McKenzie. Go ahead.
Are you expecting your teammates to maybe come up to you and ask for a scouting report, or have they already done that?
I mean, they just want to know probably what a feel of, the offense is like, what a feel of the pitching staff, what's it like. I mean, I've gone through one full season, I guess a half season, and 2 falls against those guys at Vanderbilt. So just kind of asking the general feel of what's going on over there. But again, it's been a whole year since I've been over there. So, I mean, I don't know if much has changed. I don't know if a lot has changed, but again, I'm just very excited to just be able to go there and be able to compete.
Right. We'll go to another question from Ken Segura.
Leiter and Kamar Rock are kind of the two, obviously don't need to tell you, the 2 big guns are kind of, what can you tell me about what it was like facing them in the falls?
They're electric. I mean, I know you guys all know those guys are, very polished pitchers. They know how to get outs. They know how to get outs at a high level. I mean, I really don't need to even say much about it. I feel like their play this season, last season, and Kamar the year before that it speaks for itself. They're electric guys. I mean, in terms of being a hitter in the box against those guys, I mean, you got to be aggressive. You don't want to get to 2 strikes against those guys because they know how to put you away early. They know how to, those guys are pitchers. They know how to really pitch, and they have high level stuff to back that. So I would say just being aggressive, just still staying the offense that we are. We don't have to change anything in facing them, but at the same time, we do have to know that these guys are very good at what they do, as are we, and just being able to just continue to do what we do as an offense.
And I'm trust you've told the story before, but could you kind of explain a little bit why you decided to transfer and how you ended up at Georgia Tech?
I mean, just a better fit. I love my time in Nashville. I love my time at Vanderbilt. I have guys over there still that, are some of my best friends. But I mean, I get just a fit. Just being able to get into a new scene and compete all over again and kind of, I guess, feeling similar to a freshman again. It was just the right move to move on. And again, love my time at Vanderbilt. Love those guys. I love four in corps. But it was a move that I needed to make.
Go ahead, Ken. Finish this up, Rob.
Following up on that, what were your thoughts on your first full season at Georgia Tech?
Couldn't have been better. Looking back on it now, I mean, obviously still much to do, but being able to just look back at the regular season, I could say that this was one of the better decisions that I've ever made in coming here. Just being able to get that opportunity from DH, from Rammer, and just being able to just compete on an everyday basis again. I really can't thank the coaching staff enough. I can't thank DH enough. I can't thank Rammer enough for just giving me the opportunity to be back here, to get back into the NCAA tournament, and to just compete at the highest level. And I'm forever grateful to Georgia Tech and to our coaching staff.
Actually, we'll finish up with one last one from Kinsey Garrett.
Vanderbilt, again, as you know, they've played really well at home. What is it about that stadium that makes it so tough for other teams to play, besides the team they're playing against?
I mean, it's historic. I mean, it's Hawkins. It's a field that, you know, as we all know, it's produced a lot of elite caliber guys. You know, great fans. I mean, they show up every day. I remember just being there. The Whistler. There's just so many people there that I can't even name. That it's just, you know, it's a tough environment to play in. It's a fun environment to play in. And it's just exciting. But I mean, again, like I was saying, it's a historic place. It was built from, you know, the guys previously, just like how, you know, Rush Chandler was built, the guys previously who gave us the opportunity to kind of, you know, play on such nice fields. And it's the same thing over there. So I'm, again, excited to go back. I'm ready to go. And yeah, I'm excited.